Hello, welcome to my weekly forward look video. First of all, today is International Nurses Day, and another opportunity for all of us to pay tribute to the incredible amount of work that nurses and all our NHS staff are doing, no more so than at the moment. Now, looking ahead to this week in Parliament, virtual Parliament, we've had debates around coronavirus this week, which I keep trying to get in on, but it's all down to a ballot as to whether you get zoomed in or not. On Wednesday, we've got the further stages of the very important agricultural bill. I've had a number of emails from constituents who want to make sure that the bill upholds animal welfare standards. I absolutely agree, and also upholds the quality of food that we import into this country. Again, I absolutely agree. That's what the government policy is. We don't actually need some of the amendments that people are suggesting in order to achieve that. But quality of our food supply and the quality of our animal welfare standards, the best in the world, are absolutely paramount to me. Now, of course, the important news this week is the gradual relaxation of some of the regulations around lockdown. We had the announcement by the Prime Minister on Sunday. We had a very extensive 50-page document produced on Monday with a lot of explanatory notes to go with it to give more detail. All those details are on my website, but essentially it comes down to we all need to use our common sense. It's only because of people abiding by the regulations, staying at home wherever possible, that we've managed to beat down the way this virus is being spread. And we are making progress, but we've still a long way to go. So essentially, when you go out, and now people are being encouraged to go out for recreation, to exercise, use your common sense. Don't get together in groups of people. Use social distancing rules. You can now go to the park and relax, do some exercise and sunbathe. You can go out with other household family members, or you can meet a friend or family member from another household, one at a time, in an open space, again abiding by the social distancing rules. Wherever possible, you should go to work if you cannot continue to work from home, and workplaces are being made more safe so that again social distancing rules can be adhered to there. Don't use public transport if you can avoid it. There's one upside from all of this. It's encouraging more environmentally friendly ways of getting around. There'll be more cycle routes and making it easier for people to walk as well. You can go out and do some sports, not team sports, but golf courses are open, not the 19th hole. You can go and play tennis as long as you're keeping your social distances. And you can go fishing from the shore or from the riverbank. There's been a particular concern of a lot of constituents, not as far as I know, to go out in boats unless you're commercial fishermen. And good news, garden centres from this Wednesday will be open as well. That's been particularly contentious, and I've been calling for those nurseries and garden centres to be open so people can go about their business socially distanced, get their plants and have their recreation in their gardens as well. Alas, not yet hairdressers and barbers to open. We're desperately needing that, and not pubs yet either. We're going to get further information on that probably for July. Also for June, we're going to be able to allow more children back to primary school. Again, there's a lot of work to be done around that to make that safe for all concerned. And all schools are being encouraged to continue providing work, certainly to secondary school pupils, and particularly for those who will have public exams in the next year. A lot of work still to be done, but we are beginning to make progress. And we need people to follow these rules. These aren't just some option, they are absolutely paramount. So that's why fines for people who are not abiding by these rules are going to be increased, and the police will enforce them, and I think most people will support that. Now, aside from those regulations, there's going to be further news from the Chancellor about the extension of the furloughing scheme. I think the way the government has supported businesses has been really, really encouraging. I've had lots of good feedback about that. We need to make that sustainable. The government are also considering whether we need to bring in airport checks for people returning to this country, and whether there should be a quarantine period. That's fraught with all sorts of problems, and we'll be bringing contact tracing technology for people to have on their mobile phones, which is being trialled in the Isle of Wight at the moment. So a lot has happened this week. All this information is available on my website, where I'll continue to put it all. Now, secondly, we pay tribute every week, quite rightly, to all our NHS staff and carers and frontline staff doing such an excellent job. But there are many people in the community who've gone above and beyond in many of the volunteering groups and the acts of kindness that they have been showing. And I want to recognise these people. So this week I'm launching my Coronavirus Community Champion Award. I'll be presenting a certificate, and at a later date when it's safe to do so, we'll have a proper ceremony and reception. But if you know somebody who's really excelled during this crisis period, for all sorts of acts of kindness, people are making PPE equipment, people are doing shopping, delivering prescriptions and others for people, then I'd like to recognise them. So I would like you to nominate somebody, email me their details, and then we'll be awarding these certificates, and I'll be publishing a roll of honour for anybody in East Worthing and Shoreham who has really been doing a fantastic job over these recent weeks. It's just a little token, but I think it's worth doing. So email me with any details of somebody who'd like to be nominated, with some details of what they've been doing, and I'll make sure they get one of these certificates and get recognised. So keep doing what you're doing, keep safe, and eventually we will get through this.